AtH Software released Yuzuki Yukari on December 22, 2011. She was their first product to combine the ability to sing as a Vocaloid with the ability to speak as a Voiceroid. Voiceroid is AtH Software's line of speech synthesizers, and Yukari's Voiceroid and Vocaloid voice banks were released simultaneously, giving Vocaloid song producers not only a great Vocaloid, but a sweet-sounding speech synthesizer with the same voice. Though Yukari's Voiceroid voice bank has been infinitely more popular with narrating Minecraft videos than songs, you can still see it used from time to time by Vocaloid producers, and it definitely gives her songs an interesting sense of dimension. To me, Yukari was the complete package. She has a beautiful, natural-sounding, mature voice, and an attractive character design to match. She had the Voiceroid voice bank available, which was unique to her at the time, and she was designed to appeal to Vocaloid producers, meaning that she was very high quality. The Vocaloid team is a subset of developers at AtH Software, and it includes Vocaloid producers Bumpy Urushi and Kagome P. They noticed that not many Vocaloids were geared for jazz and similar genres, with perhaps the most notable one being Luca. But this was 2011. And Yamaha was soliciting companies to create new voice banks for their upcoming Vocaloid 3 engine. AtH Software's answer to this call was Yukari, and she was widely praised for her amazing voice. But she wasn't without her issues. Yukari's voice bank was very aspirated, very breathy, so it couldn't hold notes for long before they began to fade. As a result, her extended notes didn't very well support a large change in pitch or much vibrato. Her pronunciations weren't as tight as other Vocaloids, which gave her a more natural feel, but it didn't sound quite right in songs with a fast tempo. Her notes didn't exactly lack power, but her voice bank simply didn't suit songs that needed clearer, more powerful voices. Fast forward to October 2014, and the Vocaloid 4 announcement livestream, and AtH Software put out a great hand, revealing their plans to update all of their Vocaloids to the new engine. The first of their Vocaloids to receive this treatment would be Yuzuki Yukari, and her V4 package was released March 18, 2015, with 3 voice banks. For marketability, V4 Yukari's 3 voice banks were named and given different character designs. The first voice bank is June, or Natural. It is a remastering of her original V3 voice bank, which includes growl samples. It may be slightly tweaked compared to the original, and it will cross-synthesize with her other V4 voice banks better than the original, but it is essentially the same voice bank. No, the exciting stuff begins with the first new voice bank, which was demonstrated during the original Vocaloid 4 livestream, Yukari On, meaning calm. On is a whisper-style voice bank, which is even softer and breathier than Yukari's June voice bank. It shares the same tempo and vocal ranges as the June voice bank, so they work very well together. When used alone, the On voice bank is, as you would expect, ideal for softer, slower songs, and it cross-synthesizes with the June voice bank very well. But it's the third voice bank which really got us excited. Known as Rin, which translates to cold or frigid. It's advertised as a power type voice bank, but the cold definition may be a little more appropriate. Yukari Lin is analogous to Ia Rocks, as it's not so much an out-and-out power voice bank, rather it's a tenser, clearer, faster-paced alternative to Yukari June. There is much more of a difference between the June and Lin voice banks than Ia's voice banks though, both in range and tone. Lin's recommended tempo range goes from 80 to 200 beats per minute, and she has an overall higher recommended vocal range. Lin's notes are sharper and transition more quickly than June's or On's, and are suited for faster genres like techno and rock. At least that's what AtH Software recommends Lin for. Since the Lin voice bank focuses on the treble range, her lower notes aren't as good as the other voice banks, so I'm not certain that it's really suited for rock songs, but I can definitely see its appeal for pop rock songs, emphasis on the pop. In my opinion, put together, the V4 Yukari voice banks don't necessarily allow Yukari's voice to gain ground on new genres, but rather strengthen her position in her ancillary genres. What I mean by that is, producers who love the deepness and breathiness of Yukari's voice for slower songs will love the On voice bank, and those who love the cute tone of Yukari's higher range will appreciate the Lin voice bank. Of course, AtH Software wants Yukari to become even more popular, but I think the V4 Yukari package was made more for people who are already Yukari fans, an attempt to make us fall in love with her all over again. And I tell ya, it's working. It's definitely working. Since Yukari's June voice bank is essentially the same as her original V3 voice bank, it features her original V3 outfit. I could just gloss over it, but since I haven't really talked about it before, I'd feel guilty if I did. So I have to say that I absolutely adore Yukari's character design. I really like the color purple, so that helps, but ignoring that, it's just a terrific design. The jacket is a great optional piece that offers a dark contrast to the uniformly light colors of her base outfit, and it all comes together perfectly. But the two new voice banks received designs of their own, and based on the amount of fan art I've seen, it seems most people prefer her Lin design over the On design. And I can see why people like it. The new jacket is pretty sweet, and the black and yellow color scheme is striking. She also has a full standing microphone to show off how energetic the Lin voice bank is. But personally, I fell in love with her On design. I love the pink coloring, I love the flower theme, and I love the bunny on her stockings. Some folks think the green highlights clash with the rest of her outfit, but I think it works. But however you take your Yukari, she's gorgeous, that's for sure. If you wish to purchase V4 Yukari, you have a lot of options available to you. Perhaps a few too many. It can be confusing, as AtH Software has multiple storefronts and there are discounts available depending on whether you own Yukari's V3 voice bank or if you own any other AtH Software Vocaloids, and they're all listed as different products. So for simplicity's sake, let's assume you are a new AtH Software customer. Unfortunately, the Vocaloid 4 editor is still not being sold to Americans on the English Vocaloid store, so in order to get it, you will either need to buy a Vocaloid 4 starter pack, or you can try to order a digital copy from the newly established Vocaloid shop. Of course, the Vocaloid shop is in Japanese, but according to their ordering guide, they accept major credit cards and PayPal, so you should be able to order from them. But let's get back to Yukari. V4 Yukari Starter Pack includes all three of her V4 voice banks and costs, as of June 2015, around $235 United States dollars. If you already own the V4 editor or PIA Pro Studio 2.0, you can get the V4 Yukari Complete Set, which costs $185. The voice banks are also available individually for $87 each. But keep in mind that these prices and the discounts I mentioned before are only for the physical copies for Yukari V4. But if you do want to purchase her physical copies, you're in luck because AtH Software will directly ship internationally, something many Japanese companies won't do. You will have to pay an international shipping fee of about $40 though, so be sure to keep that in mind before you order. AtH Software has a department for handling international customers, and they've created a tutorial PDF that explains how to order their items as an overseas customer. I will link to that in the video description, as well as a link which explains exactly which product pages to order from if you qualify for either of the discounts I mentioned before. If you have any questions about the process, there is an email in the PDF you can write to in English for help. If you don't mind digital downloads, it's a lot easier to order Yukari's V4 voice banks, though they are not available as a set digitally, nor is there a digital starter pack. So if you don't have the V4 editor and you want all three of Yukari's V4 voice banks, her starter pack is probably the best way to go. If you just want one or two of her voice banks though, digital will save you some coin. Her voice banks are currently being sold for around $75 digitally, which is a complete steal for such quality voice banks. If you want to try Yukari before you buy, all three of her V4 voice banks have 14-day trials available, though do remember you will need the V4 editor or PIA Pro Studio 2.0 to use them. I have been interested in acquiring the Vocaloid software for some time now, if only to learn more about how Vocaloids work to improve the quality of my videos. With the release of the V4 engine and its upcoming Vocaloids generating so much excitement, I kind of got swept up in it all and dove headfirst into the pool by ordering my first 2 Vocaloid products. One was Yukari's V4 starter pack, and the other was... well, we'll talk about that one next time. I made an unboxing and installation video for Yukari's V4 package and the V4 editor if you are interested in seeing what comes in a physical Vocaloid package. There's really not much to it, but it's there if you're curious.
見慣れない仕草に出会った心がわびの澄んだ朝少しだけ心が動いた穏やかに笑いながら始まる私が言わせたことが恋になんて落ちてなかった恋だなんて思えなかった壊れること望んでいた君が切り出してくれたあの日私が他の選択肢を切り捨てて君を選んだら変わったというの正しいのは自分の方だと強く信じてた固くつなぎよった手を全てなくすまで踏み外すこの足を許し合えないなら何のため門は開いて招き入れるの流れる白い砂にうずもれてく花を収録した恋の海に沈む城塞大丈夫だ落ち着けなきゃなもやだどうすれば待てばかり早だ本当だあの色この色わかってるけど信じたいよ僕が君を見つけるいつもそういうのはよくない誰もいないよ君を知りさえしないが君は常に問いかけるそうでもいいか高いあの声は夢のようざわざわ田んぼ道はしゃいだ近所の子何にもまれ出会い別れ薄れてくけどそれでいい 次々死んでゆく絶命の声が風になる色めく街の酔えない男月を見上げるのはここじゃ不粋泥に足もつれる生活に雨はアルコールの味がしたアパシナでさまよう街で挙動不審のイノセン駅前にて僕が僕と呼ぶには不確かな半透明な影が生きてるふだ雨に歌えば雲は割れるか賑やかな夏の日からみたいなオチが背景回しき過去に次ぐ絶縁の死最低な日々の最悪な夢の残骸を捨てては行けずここで生き絶えようとこうせ花は咲き君に伝う変遷の死苦悩にまみれて嘆き悲しみそれでも途絶えぬ歌に火はささずとも明日は次々死んでゆくせいても追いつけず過去になる